Hey there guys, this is Flamzeron, aka YouTube's Toske. If you've been keeping up with the interwebs, or as I like to call it, the Webernets, then you've probably heard that at the VGAs a while ago, they revealed Dark Souls 2, the sequel to Dark Souls. I figured I'd give my impressions of it. I've seen the trailer and the website is up. I haven't checked to see if it's updated, but we do know a little bit about what's going on. But as far as the trailer goes, my impression of it, I'm almost getting the impression that they might be going for a little more of a narrative story, as opposed to the story being told through character dialogues and lore and whatnot. Which, some people see as a bad thing. Personally, I don't really care. I just wanted to, I like Dark Souls, really for its gameplay. I mean, as long as I can make my own character and the gameplay stays the same, I don't really particularly care how they handle the story. While the lore is definitely an interesting part, I don't think we have to have just this blank slate of a story, because essentially, while there's a plot to it, it's really just sort of just there, and like really the meat to the story is really more about what you do as a character, which, that's good and all, but I mean, it's not like Dragon Age where it's kind of set up that way. But I feel like this one, or I feel like with Dark Souls and maybe really with Demon Souls, I mean, you kind of just really had like a general plot, but there wasn't really too much meat besides that. I have heard that they're getting a new director, or there's a new director, along with Soul. Blah, blah, blah. I'm kind of, you have to give me a break. It's like 5 in the morning when I'm recording this, but there's a new director who worked on some Capcom stuff, as well as Monster Hunter. So that'll be interesting to see how things go along. I mean, while Dark Souls and Monster Hunter play relatively differently, I mean, they both have giant monster fights. But that's really only one trait, so we'll have to see how those go. As far as the design of everything, it looks kind of Dark Souls-ish. What I kind of like about it is that it kind of looks like it's a separate part of everything. Like it looks like that it doesn't take place in Lodran at all, or Lordran, however you say it. Keep in mind, the trailer was entirely CG, and I think it was made by, and I heard that it was made by a company that specializes in making these kind of trailers, which makes sense. But as far as and I mean, I'm sure that they used assets from the game. I mean, I doubt they created their own world for the trailer, because that would be kind of crummy. A screenshot that you're seeing on this video just comes from the website. There's no like actual wallpaper just yet. As far as announced consoles coming out for PS3, Xbox 360, and PC, kind of something that I saw coming. I mean, I feel like, with Demon Souls brought in, the European market, I guess, which that stuck for Dark Souls, and then Dark Souls implemented a PC version, which is going to stick with Dark Souls 2. And this seems to be the progression for the whole thing. I'm almost getting the impression that Demon Souls was more or less a pitch project. I mean, I keep thinking about, and I'm not really knowledgeable about how really any of these kind of projects go in this kind of industry with a pitch project. I mean, because with a pitch project, usually you pitch it. Like, that's why they're called pitch projects, because you give out the idea, and whoever's in charge gives you the okay to do it, and then at that point it becomes an actual thing. I'm pretty sure. Maybe that's what happened with Demon. Because let's be honest, Demon Souls does. It was a good game, but it was not only was it short, the graphics were kind of dull. Like a lot of it was really a lot of gray and kind of misty looking colors. Even like the other levels. Like really, it was like either a lot of gray or a lot of shades of brown, I feel like. And Dark Souls had a lot more colors than Demon Souls. Like a plethora of colors, if you ask me. But, yeah, I feel like with this one, they may be trying to go for a little more, story-driven. And you see, I mainly am getting, or narrative-driven, rather, because it is an action RPG, but some might disagree just because of its lack of meat, which, you know, that's a different subject on whether or not it's an RPG or not, but I'm really going based on the fact that they show a character's face. And you're thinking, well, a lot of games show characters' faces. Yeah, but in Dark Souls, you don't really see too many faces. Like up close-ups where it's like really clear. I mean, yeah, in Dark Souls, if you pull out like the binoculars and you stare at a character, yeah, you can see their face, but I'm talking about like being able to clearly see their face. As far as the lady, I saw Epic Name Bros video and he says it's a pyromancer. I think that, I don't know, it could be Guinevere maybe. And people speculate that, you know, oh, well, it can't be Guinevere because she doesn't really look too much like the big Guinevere. Well, keep in mind that's what do you call it? That's just like an image, an illusion, you know? Not to mention, Gwendolyn could have just been going off of memory at that point. And if this is a sequel, then of course Guinevere is going to look differently. If it takes place at that point, it would take place after Dark Souls, so obviously she would look a little different. Some say it might be a prequel, which, you know, maybe. It really depends. As far as my speculation of the story, I think the plot is going to try to revolve around Gwen's firstborn. And I know that might be like, wait a second, that wouldn't make sense because then like they would have to alter the character customization a little bit. Not necessarily, because I don't remember. Are we sure that Gwen's firstborn is a male? I know there are probably people out there who are thinking, duh, stupid. But I don't remember ever seeing any sort of thing about. Wait, yeah, I think there was. Never mind, scratch that. But, or I don't know, maybe they're gonna rewrite that part of the story. They could do that, or, you know, it's supposed to be a new hero, so who knows? I just kind of wanted to let everyone know my thoughts on the matter. Regardless of what kind of dealio it's going through, because I mean, obviously it has a different direction, and it seems like they're going for a more narrative thing. Though that could have just been the trailer. I mean, because if it's a D-Beat trailer, then they would have had to do something. But anywho, that's really all I have to say on the matter. I hope we get some more info on it. I'll probably be picking it up for PS3. So if you want to play the game with me, then get it for PS3. It's also supposed to have a new multiplayer thing. It's supposed to be server-based, I think, which, that'd be cool. But, yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say on this, Delio game. Let me know your thoughts if you have anything. And, you know, I'll be keeping up with the news as much as I can, so. Yeah, thanks for listening. Bye.